We are in Ottawa again. And the weather out there starts feeling like it did in February of 2022, right? We will never forget. I wrote down what I want to speak to you for two reasons. One is I want to make sure that I say what should be said. And number two, I want to make sure that I keep it to basically 5 minutes. But as a pastor, I say, Lord willing. The question is asked tonight, how do you make it? Talking about this global march towards evil, how do you make it your business? The fundamental issue of this moment in time is the lack of truth being spoken in the corridors of power, our schools, and churches. The ones who rail the loudest and longest against misinformation and disinformation are the primary dealers of those same drugs. Yes, I say drugs because Western society has largely been drugged up with propaganda, lies, and false narratives by gaslighting narcissists. We have become complacent, sluggish, and indifferent to the lies and have forgotten the truth. The voices of true leaders in the church at large have been almost silent for decades, and now we see the result of that silence. I'm a pastor, a leader in God's church, so of course I will point you in the direction of truth, God and creator of universe. He is the author of truth, and each one of you must find a truth-telling leader so that you can follow them in truth. Remember, what you see around us is largely silenced churchianity, not true Christianity. Big difference. I'll find my place, no worries. I have resolved to be an undying voice for the truth, regardless of the consequences. Will you join me? Rich or poor, famous or unknown, we all have one gift in common, our influence. And I forgot to tell you, I'm going to speak in about 5 minutes, so not much longer than that. Your voice matters, each one of you. You can make this your business by using your voice wisely. Refuse to acknowledge lies wherever they might appear. Gently but firmly speak the truth. When we destroy the refuge of lies, the truth will prevail. Maybe it's time to remove your children from the influence of a lying faculty and tell them why you won't condone their lies. Whatever it is for you, tell the truth every day, everywhere. It sounds simple, but it is something each one of you can and must do. Come with me back nearly half a millennium to 1539 in the Netherlands to my people. My ancestry is primarily Dutch with some German mixed in it. That's a nice mixture, eh? My ancestors are being persecuted, this is back 1539, by both the Catholic and the newly minted Protestants. You see, my people weren't loyal statists, and they weren't the approved reformers. They were Anabaptists, the fringe minority of that day. They held to radical ideas that shook the political elite. One of those ideas was especially radical: the acknowledgement and embrace of women in positions of leadership and spiritual influence in their community. It can't be a coincidence that our honored guests here tonight are two influential women from Germany and the Netherlands, Christine and Eva. We are so proud of your bold proclamation of truth, gentle and firm. Sometimes I mix up those two. I don't know, how gentle should I be? But when we really, really feel the burden, as we've heard tonight already, you can't be. Sometimes you forget to be gentle. God help me. Back to Rotterdam in 1539, where Anna Jans has been condemned to die after she was reported to the authorities for singing an Anabaptist hymn and refused to recant. Just before she was to be drowned in the harbor on that cold January day for the crime of her peaceful resistance to tyranny, she pleads with someone in the crowd to take her 15-month-old son, Isaiah, and raise him as his father had died the year before. A baker steps forward and takes the boy, also agreeing to give him a letter she has written for him when he is older. Isaiah grew up and later became the mayor of Rotterdam, the very city that killed his mother. I am going to leave you tonight with an excerpt of what she wrote in that final goodbye letter to her son. Therefore, my child, do not regard the great number, nor walk in their ways. But where you hear of a poor, simple, cast-off little flock, which is despised and rejected by the world, join them. For where you hear of the cross, there is Christ. Flee the shadow of this world. Become united with God. Fear him alone. Keep his commandments. Observe all his words. Write them on the table of your heart. Bind them up on your forehead. Speak day and night of his law, and you will be a pleasant tree and a sprout in the courts of the land, a beloved plant growing up in Zion. Take the fear of the Lord to be your father, and wisdom shall be the mother of your understanding. Do not be afraid of people. Forsake your life rather than depart from the truth. God bless you. Thank you.